to start a live, it just is acting up. So whatever that is, YouTube, can you fix that, please? But everyone, welcome. My name's Fola, and welcome to our Monday live. Intuitive guidance, card pulls for the collective and for individuals. So if you would like a card pulled, you can let me know in the comments. As always, the members of the community here on YouTube kind of get first come, first serve. But I do my best to get through everyone. And if you want a private reading, a personal reading, you can do so by clicking the link in the description here. I see people virtually and in person for readings. So if that's something that you're maybe seeking for yourself, because really, I guess the energy of what's showing up lately and kind of the reason I'd created this live for today was to go into a bit of like how you can just tap into your sense of self and be yourself, be your like authentic, true essence as a soul being, and let life kind of just flow. I think we can oftentimes get caught up in how things need to be. And this is an opportunity for us to, I guess, reflect on what if we just take a breath and pause and allow spirit to do the magic that wants to take part in our life. So I'm going to start with just pulling some tarot for the collective here. See kind of what shows up. And collectively, what's there for us to know around this theme of being ourselves and letting life kind of like flow through us, with us. Maybe I should be sharing a story. You may or may not know, but my partner and I create music. And we've been in this place of creating and building what that's going to look like. Working on the album that we hope to have come out by the end of this year. And like building this like connection with other people to really tap into what wants to be birthed and how it wants to be shared with others. Anyways, so we've been kind of going into this place and connecting with people just recently, like literally just this past week. It's really, we've noticed we're stepping more into it, stepping more into our authentic selves and stepping through the fear of what it means to be seen, which is something we've talked about here before. But like the main thing, I guess I want to say is what we've noticed is this sort of like dreamlike quality of the experience in which we find ourselves in, you know, talking with particular people, interacting with folks. I had just started to notice how things seem to be like dreamy and like an elevated sense of consciousness and elevated awareness. And what I'm kind of tying it down to is this being in the flow. He described it as like a river. It's like, yeah, like if we could just be. So there's something here about us being in that flow. We started off, first card that came out was the Four of Pentacles. What I'm hearing with this is like the energy of the balance that can come, you know, when all four parts of you, dare I say, mind, body, soul, spirit, are kind of in alignment. But this is including even the four kind of corners or elements of the earth, the four aspects of your being, east, north, south, west. This kind of like all-encompassing, balanced energy, this recognition of what four means. Four in the Kabbalistic kind of path relates to chesed. So we have this concept of love here, of really allowing yourself to be yourself, really trusting that all the parts of you are exactly the way they're meant to be. And I was in like just briefly hopped on a call around human design stuff today, and the lady was talking about the value. The way society has been around assessing our value, it's been around money and how much you're earning, and like, these very materialistic ways. But she was like, it's really done a disservice to humans because we're more than just this work for money or receive and see our worth based on what's in your bank account or whatever the case might be. Hi, Shelby. Hi, nice to see you. To those of you just joining in, if you'd like private or personal cards pulled for you, you can let me know in the comments. We'll get through hopefully everyone. For now, though, we have a collective reading. Hi, Delilah. Nice to see you. Abundant peace. I like that. So this energy here of this balance, this energy of recognizing your worth in all of the aspects of who you are is going to be a huge part of this flow. Underneath it was the Five of Wands. I kind of get this as like that Gebura, like harsh, kind of severe energy that we can be towards ourselves. Maybe some of you have been taking like harsh actions towards yourself in order to make things work out or happen. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, I think the same thing goes with this energy of our value being based so much in like the financial world or what we're doing. It's like we're breaking out of that paradigm now. This is like a major shift. And I just want to talk to you guys, like, there is like huge changes happening here in Canada. We have our like federal election today. So this means for the next several years, we're going to have new government. We know the American politics, that's already happened this year. And also the Pope died. So there's going to be like significant changes in the next month. We've entered into like a new rulership, dare I call it that. And I'm going to talk more probably about the Pope and the conclave and the significance of the dates, even the fact that it's our 267th Pope. I feel like there's a lot of possibility here, but it's important that you don't like hurt yourself or harm yourself because of harsh action. That sounded weird how I said it. We are entering into a new paradigm, and this means a new way of being gentle with yourself. I think that's why this is kind of like at the bottom here is how I would describe it. It's like the skin shedding, the old part kind of dying and going underneath. Okay. For sure, Delilah. Ooh, I should make a notes here. I see you want a card. I'll put your name. Sweet. Ruined my thighs with 100 squats yesterday. And like, what works for you. We were just talking about stress and how stress, there is I think is it called de-stress, or there's like a term I thought for like positive stress and how that can actually be important, like working out. We need something to like, you're going to become stronger the more you have something to push against. But it's like, think about using like this aligned action and not just doing it to, I'm sure we've all worked out or done something to our bodies, gone through like, maybe you've done like a really intense diet, for instance, where you're just like, it's not beneficial the long term. There's a difference there. But maybe the question could be here, what can I do? How can I be? What energy can I be? What consciousness can I be that will allow greater ease of me being me? And anything and everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it all now, times a godzillion, good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all 100 shorts, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. That's the clearing statement. Through access consciousness, it's just a way for us to get out of the fucking logic mind of the brain to just being with the energy, which I think this is what we are. Look at these two cards, you guys. We have Temperance, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I thought this was a sun card. I'm just seeing the sun. I think that's all it is. I've talked about the sun. Last night, we were talking with someone about the energy of the sun, about what it means to be the solar being that you are. And you are all solar beings. You are all your own individual sun emitting light, 10:33 on the clock. You are this powerful, creative source that's being sourced from within and something greater. Those elements, again, right? Like think about everything that your body is, your mind, your soul, your spirit. How is it even possible that that exists? You, and what I'm hearing with this and this card, Temperance, is like you are this work of art. God tempered you and took the time to create and mold you into exactly who you are. 11:11, fuck. So there's like something here that I feel is just so potent for you to remember about how you are tempering your own life, how you are molding and creating the life you want without being too harsh on yourself, and to recognize who you be as a spiritual being, spiritual being in a physical body. Hi, Andrew. Happy Monday. Ooh, I think there's more messages from that. Yes, but I've never having done squats. Not good to start. Yeah, maybe it would be a little tense. How are you feeling today? You know, push yourself, you learn. And maybe that's another thing, like around this energy of Temperance, and what I'm seeing with the Wheel of Fortune here as well, is this idea that the cycles have everything. There's an ebb and flow through it all. You know, here I love the symbolism here of like the trees in both fall and spring, this wheel and movement of the cycles of life. Everything has a moment. Like to me, this wheel and the four are very similar as well, because it's showing that like four corners. But like, look at this guy at the bottom. He's holding up the whole wheel. What's his name? Ipsius, I want to say. The one that's like pushing the rock up is what I'm trying to get at. It's like, okay, how much are you willing to struggle and have like this bare bones energy, or how much are you willing to like recognize the divinity that you are? Sisyphus. Thank you, Andrew. I believe that's the name. Ah, yes, the new moon. Knots in my thighs. Oh yeah. Oof. There's like, you know, it's funny too, because like many of us can be addicted to that pain, that suffering. I used to do like heavy like bodybuilding workout stuff in the hopes of training before I got pregnant. That was fun. And you know, there's something about that burn. We were just talking, it's like there's something about the excitement of resourcefulness that I think can hold us in that like difficult Sisyphus energy. The like, look at me, look what I can do. And that's okay. It's just recognizing it and allowing ourselves again to be the energy we want to be and to play as well. So this just being yourself and life will flow. I think I was listening to a talk is kind of where I got inspired by that. I think it was Dr. Dane here, who's with Access Consciousness. Don't remember what call it was or whatever it was. It might have either been on YouTube or like one of his off-screen ones. And his whole idea was something about like poverty and not allowing yourself to be yourself. And it's like when you are just trying to fit into the mold of what is and not allow yourself to be you and your like most authentic self, then like even the money can't flow. The energy of life can't flow. It's like that river that's continually just moving. We have boundaries, 26, which boils down to an 8, Hod. Maybe some of you have had to create these boundaries with people in order to... Actually, let me rephrase that. I feel like it's saying more like... there are certain people in your life for many of you that you are still like allowing yourself to be walked over by. Does that make sense? They're still walking over you. They're still pushing your boundaries. They're getting you to do things that you don't want to do. And this jaguar energy is coming out because it's like that needs to stop. I'm going to ask, like, what's going to happen if that doesn't stop? Maybe, I don't know if that's a good thing. Let's pull some of this to see. Woo! Let's do that again. If we don't set boundaries, what's going to happen? What's the collective energy around that? Guides, thank you. Rejection, which is kind of like backwards because it's like, I feel like that's interesting. Because, you know, it's like, okay, if I do something, if I try to be myself, or if I'm being myself in my truest authentic form, and someone around me doesn't like it, I'm facing rejection by that person, right? So that's why many of you are maybe letting others just walk over your boundaries, like, because you're like, well, then I won't be rejected. But on the other end of that is like, if you don't set your boundary as you be yourself and let others stop you or whatever, you're only rejecting yourself. And I'm seeing these heads floating. It's like these critics, but like I'm also kind of getting the sense of like oh, that's interesting. That word came through, the daemon energy, because it's like almost like they're coming out of the artwork, if you can see that. I feel like I should have turned this a bit. Anyways, the daemon in the like kind of like traditional sense was this being that's like your muse. Like it's like everyone has this daemon that kind of like guides them and instructs them, dare I say, and shows them about areas of their life that they can like really create things. But it's like you're rejecting that daemon, that part, that like the true friend, I want to say, that is going to be there to help support you with really tapping into your gifts, into your abilities, and the things that you want to create. We're going to pull one of these. Is there a question around this? Maybe how can we bring some more deepen the connection with that daemon, deepen the connection with those parts of yourself, you know, that want to come through. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So like we may even do this little practice, but I'm like hearing kind of like the middle pillar exercise. I have that on my channel, actually, a video of the middle pillar activation. You could like literally do that every day. Listen to it. If you know it yourself, do it yourself. It's pretty simple once you get like the hang of it. You can find instructions online, but maybe we'll do that together here before we get into the personal readings. But this pillar of light is going to connect you above and to the earth, root you, and like literally clean and just open up this channel of energy. It's a really beautiful image. Like, it's like the person's literally like rising above the water and the earth, rising above the ground, entering into what it looks like to me are like angels' wings and the sun. There's something very divine about this. Like, and it says your vibration is rising. You are rising. You are the oracle. In order to channel this, and again, the daemon's kind of that, like the daemon's the one that helps these artists, these creators, these people in their passion to channel what wants to come through. Let's pull one of these cards again. I feel like on the other corner. Something about the stress or whatever. How else can we release that? So how can we embody this queen, this regal queen king energy on the top of the Wheel of Fortune? Council of Light. This is like a weird reading because it's like things are like feeding it. So, it's like, well, you want to open up to the council of your daemon or the like spirit guides, you got to set boundaries. And then how do we reduce the stress of our life? Well, you got to connect to the council of light. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like weird that way. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So these can be any helper that you find. Like we've got all sorts of people on here. Mary, we've got Jesus, we've got the Buddha, whatever this guy's name is. What's his name again? One of the ascended masters. Does anyone know? Am I pointing? Can you see him? Someone knows. No pressure, Andrew, but I feel like you know. Anyways, whatever these councils of light, these spirit guides, they are there. And I want to talk about the fact that they can come in like human form too, for some reason. When we were at the thing at an event yesterday and, we're talking with these people, somehow we were surrounded by these people and they were channels of energy and guiding us to next steps, next progressive steps. And I told you about the energy I'm feeling about like being in this dream state. I was just like, Fola, just sit here and like, shut up. Just listen to what they say. Make note. And I can't tell you like I can't describe how it felt or the way I was perceiving my vision and like the way that the words and everything was flowing. It was like it was just, I knew it was for me. So that's something, knowing that everything, this divine orchestration, everything is for you. Even the difficult times, even the stress, it's for you. I was saying it's like the stress, sometimes it shows me like, wow, look how resourceful I am. Look what I can do or make happen. Shit like this, okay? Shit like this, I swear. I swear that I'm going to pick up the book because I was thinking we would pull a name from the Shem grimoire and just see what shows up. So I'm going to do this probably too for the personal readings. You'll get like a personalized sort of name. But for the collective, let's see. What does it say that's going to be in our highest interest? Name number 40. Yod Yod Zayin. Yeyiz or Yeyaz. Yo-Yo-Za. This is the second half of the second decan of Libra, it's Saturn in Libra, and it's tied to the Three of Swords, the Lord of Sorrow. The psalm related to this name of God is, how long will the wicked, O Lord, how long will the wicked rejoice? Some insights I'll just share. This name supports you in building healthy relationships by releasing old relationship patterns and creating new perceptions of love. What fears are getting in the way? Perhaps self-hatred. Didn't I say that? Anyways, perhaps self-hatred has been a factor in past relationships. You are a beautiful and expansive being. This name helps with any self-sabotaging behaviors that could be impacting how you engage in the world, especially within relationships. So we got that tied to the rejection, to the boundaries, to you embracing yourself. So yeyaz or yo-yo-za, yod-yod-zayin. Just showing you the letters here in the Hebrew, the sigil, beneath it, the talisman that contains all the aspects of this name. And we're just going to call to that name. There's nothing else you need to do. Just receive. And then we'll get into a little bit of a guided practice with like the pillar of light and then go into the personal readings. Hi, Golden Lily. Hello. Okay. Yod Yod Zayin. Taking a deep breath in and letting it go. Yod Yod Zayin. Yod Yod Zayin. Yod Yod Zayin. Okay. So just imagining, maybe your eyes are closed here, just settling in, back straight, but comfortable, relaxed with your shoulders. And just imagining that sun shining above you, the spiritual sun, Sirius, it's often known as, that bright star. It's like the source of our spiritual wellness. You just imagine it shining above and maybe being curious of where did that even come from? Because everything comes from somewhere. It's tied to the infinite unknown, the infinite nothingness. And now that star begins to shine its bright light down into your crown. As it touches the crown, it starts to spark a light ball of energy in your head. A ball that is sitting both inside and outside the top of your head. And allow that light to stream and pull inside that ball of energy, growing brighter and stronger. As we vibrate the divine name for this sphere. A, hey, yay. A, hey, yay. A, hey, yay. On your next exhale, imagining that light just pulling down through a middle pillar in your body, down into your throat, connecting the crown, the top of your head, the Sirius star above, and your throat. And here a blue ball of light begins to form. Noticing it as we vibrate the divine name for this sphere. Yod Hey Vav Hey Elohim. Yod Hey Vav Hey Elohim. Yod Hey Vav Hey Elohim. And on your next exhale, that pillar of light travels down into your heart, center of your chest. And here at the center of your chest, a red ball of light begins to form, connected to the throat, the crown, and the star above, receiving the energy through this middle pillar as we vibrate the divine name of the sphere. Yod Hey Vav Hey Eloah Vadaat. Yod Hey Vav Hey Eloah Vadaat. Yod Hey Vav Hey Eloah Vadaat. And on your next exhale, the pillar of light moves down, traveling light into your pelvis. And here a silver energy begins to form in a ball or a crescent moon, connecting you to the heart, to the throat, into the crown, and far above to the star, pooling its energy down. And the silvery ball of light or crescent moon in your pelvis grows with each breath and each vibration of the divine name. Shaddai El Chai. Shaddai El Chai. Shaddai El Chai. And on your next exhale, the pillar of light travels down your legs, entering into the feet, connecting you with the black ball of light, halfway through your feet and half in the earth. And this light streams its energy from the star, connected to the crown, down through the throat, into your heart, into your pelvis, down into your feet. And this black ball of light grows brighter and grows with intensity with each vibration of the divine name. Adonai Haaretz. Adonai Haaretz. Adonai Haaretz. The energy connected above, through your body and below. And in this state, in this space, just tuning into whatever is showing up for you here. Whatever energy wants to be experienced. Irais and then the Karaish Tadoi. Nini and Nai Sarai. Karaish Tada. Dinai Nai. Awakening that connection, deepening it as you continue on your days, remembering your divinity, remembering that you are worthy exactly as you are, and that you are a channel. You are connected to the divine always, just by simply being you. And taking a deep breath in, let's just radiate that love and energy out into the world, 360 degrees around us, to whomever, whatever it wishes to touch, wherever it lands, no judgment, just sending that energy out, because not everyone has the awareness or is at a place to understand or even choose this. But if you're here, you have done so. So sending that out as a prayer and a blessing to the whole world and beyond. And letting it go on your exhale. Noticing your body, taking gentle movements and fingers and toes. And when you're ready, returning back here. Okay. Thanks, everyone. We'll get into some personal card pulls now for those of you who would like. I said, hello, Golden Lily. Nothing says, woman, stop yapping. What the f is that? Are you summoning demons or something? Just the demons. May yours be activated. Okay, anyways, we got Delilah who asked for cards first, so I'm going to go through, do that. Delilah, let's see what's showing up for you this week, especially with this flow of life. That was really nice, you guys. Thanks for that kind of middle pillar sesh. It's funny how you're saying stop yapping, because I feel lately like my mouth and like energy from my voice wants to come through a lot more. And to me, that's a part of being the self. You know, people are going to think things or assume things when you act or behave or let energy express through you. So it's interesting, you know? So yeah. Yeah, the light language, light codes, whatever it is. I don't even know, honestly, what it is. Okay, Delilah. Soreness of my mistakes have been divinely inspiring, you say. Okay. Ooh, the moon card. I feel like a lot of cards are coming out of this deck that I haven't seen before. It's not one that I commonly use, you guys, or, you know. Ace of Pentacles. I hope you did some new moon intention setting yesterday, Delilah. Because I feel like that would be really helpful for you. You know, the new moon is meant to support you with creating, you know, bringing about everything starts in like the nothingness, right? So if you haven't, it's okay. Just do it in the next few days at least. And like, I want to just say, it doesn't have to be difficult, you know? It can be as simple as just sitting, recognizing the moon, calling in your guides, lighting a candle if you so choose. It really doesn't have to be difficult. You know this. But I feel like you have the Ace of Pentacles here, and you have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords was in reverse, if that matters to you. But I feel like this is kind of just saying, like, your thoughts are like forming into this place of really drawing forth your manifestations. And that you can like I love how this disc is like really big. Like, you can dream big. If there's like been someone who's like kind of putting doubt into your mind about what you can create, I really am encouraging you around that whole boundaries thing. Really like just recognizing that, because I'm noticing the clouds around this individual. I want to say some things too, but I'm not going to say it about that because I don't know who watches, but how can I word it? You know, like sometimes you witness your child or other, you know, as kids, or if you've seen kids or have a niece or nephew or whatever, like you witness them in like certain relationships, and it's like, why are you letting that person talk to you like that? Like, why are they call it their friend, but they're like treating them poorly, or like putting doubt or like speaking negatively just in general, calling them names. It's like, to me, it's like, why do you even call that person a friend? That's kind of what I'm seeing. And having a bit of compassion that even those people are oftentimes struggling. So, you know, that's probably why they want to make everyone else feel shitty around them. We don't have to let that impact us. But like this moon time, I really feel like it's interesting too what they're doing in the card. Do you see what they're doing? It's almost like some form of like dowsing. I don't know what that is. They got like these weird twiggy instruments. I'm not really sure what that is. I've never, looks like they're measuring something. So like, I don't know how it is for your intention setting, Delilah, if you like, or, you know, like sometimes it's like, okay, like if I can wish for this thing because I know it's possible because of this measurement or this analytical thing. It's like, I feel like it's something you want to just be aware of what you're doing with that as well. Because they don't really look like that happy. They kind of look like drained, like tired, like, oh my God, why am I? We were talking about this early. It's like what that whole like analysis or paralysis by analysis and the energy of like getting caught up in how things are going to happen or the thoughts or plans of how things have to happen instead of being in the flow. Okay. I feel like we're going to pull one of these and then the angel card for you, Delilah. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm reading your comments, but I'm not saying them out loud. Yesterday I will. Oh, about the moon, I think. Okay, right. It's what I've been concentrating on, utilizing my gifts. Okay. So let's see what card wants to come out, especially as this ties to you being yourself. Yeah, like dream big is kind of what I'm like hearing. You have the focus card. So like, yeah, holding that focus on what those gifts are, holding the focus on like what you see, or what you feel is like your the thing for you. Because I do believe that that energy is meant for us. Let's check the book. 24, hey? Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Hey ratio number 15. Hari, hey Rayo. This is tied to Mars in Gemini, if that means anything to you. The Nine of Swords, known as the Lord of Cruelty. The Psalm, it says, "But the Lord was my fortress, and my God, the rock of my refuge." And some of the insights here, when you feel, it said, okay, yeah. When you feel uncertain about a decision, this name can support you in making the more aligned choice. The only thing you need is spirit. And by strengthening your connection to spirit, which we did with that pillar exercise, through this name, you are strengthening your sense of security in self. You are supported. A powerful tool to strengthen this connection is to imagine yourself in the tower of spirit, and feel the support that is being gifted to you. Which I find fascinating because usually in the moon card, like the traditional deck, there's like two towers standing there, right? So whatever that might mean. I think definitely I like this. You know, when you're not sure about where you're going, what's happening, the choices you're making, the intentions you're setting, just reconnecting to spirit, strengthening that. And to me, it's like a 2-for-1 because when you do a ritual for your intention, you're aligning to spirit. Does that make sense? Like, hey, Resh Yod. And I love how we have the sun. That's what the letter Resh in the middle is the sun. Hey Resh Yod, Hari, Hey Re Yo. You could always come back and screenshot this if you want, or draw that out yourself, write out the letters, or just simply meditate on that name, Delilah. That will be the connection. Okay, angel card, and then we'll see if anyone else wants cards. I don't think there was anyone else saying anything. Okay, I got to read some of these comments. I'm a Sagittarius sun. Okay. Cards can't tell you anything. It's just random. Other just say typical things. And yet nothing, you're here. Thanks for promoting. And yeah, you know, you're not off nothing. cards are just cards. They're like the symbolism of the universe. And everything is connected to a deeper aspect of ourselves that we get to choose what happens. This is not about telling the future. This is about tapping into the power that we are. Delilah says, Leo moon and Virgo rising. Okay. I see here Seeker responds, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Gemini. Arnab Sarkar, will my ex Ritu come back to me? Yeah, I mean, who knows? But we can, if you're wanting cards pulled, you can let me know and we'll see the things that the cards have to say for you. Which you may or may not want to hear, but that's okay. Okay, we'll pull an Angel of Abundance for you, Delilah. Yeah, if anyone else would like cards pulled, you can let me know. Woo-hoo, hoo-hoo. I'm gonna put those back. This one's just off on its own, so let's do that one. Windfall of Abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Love how it's like a Santa Claus. That's exciting. Like imagine like Santa. You know, like Santa's this like guy who just like dresses up in like something that no one would probably ever wear and drops down in chimneys, handing out gifts to kids. Imagine like the level of authenticity and devotion it takes to be that. Again, I'm just tying that there because I feel like he's just so like, you know, and it's funny, we were talking about like that dream aspect and how that's tied to children or the childlike playfulness. And I was like, I feel like I tapped into this dream state when I was a kid, but I wasn't aware of it because I just was it. So being yourself, opening up this windfall of abundance, letting those energies or those ideas that you want to create, Delilah, how you want to be, what those like gifts are that you want to share, however different they look, however weird they look, no matter what anyone is going to say. You guys see me show up on here and talk like all sorts of crazy shit. Like, but I'm like, yeah, I'm going to just keep doing it because I feel like that's part of my process. And as I often tell my kid, and I've told you all here before, there are 5 different people out there. The people who really love you, the people who don't, or who do love you or like you rather, the people who are like, meh, whatever, indifferent, the people who don't like you, and then the people who really don't like you. Those are going to be 5 people that you come across no matter what. If you're hosting circles, teaching things, coming across folks on the street, it's just how it is. But all I can say is when you do what you love and you are aligned to it, it's going to just work out for you and you'll be very surprised. Or maybe you won't be, but you'll be happy. So this windfall of abundance coming for you. And I love how there's like gifts and then there's like a whole bunch of apples. I don't feel like I need to point that out. Like that to me is showing like the necessities of life, the fruit, the things that are going to help nourish you, your food, your whatever financial needs are, I guess, if I want to use that word. And also more than that, because there's like gifts and look at all the little animals coming. I wonder if he like dropped his bag. It's almost like someone's like, oops, that was an accident, you know? Sometimes I wonder, like, what if someone just accidentally like e-transferred me like tens of thousands of dollars or something? Like, you know, I mean, obviously I'd be like, hey, I don't know why this is here. Maybe they'll be like, oh, it was an accident, but that's okay. I got like millions of dollars. I don't know. Like, these are just like fun things to think and fantasize like a kid. Anyways, Delilah, have fun with that. I appreciate this reading. Thank you for your time. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. So how random cards tell you anything? And how do you find what your life purpose is? Seeker asks. Well, Seeker, before I get into Arnab's reading or request, how can you find what your life purpose is? Oh, there's so many ways. But you know, like something I want to share, because this is like where I'm at right now, you guys, is the whole human design thing. Holy fuck. Seeker 21, if you can go and just go online, get it, like you could do it for free. Your human design chart or whatever they call it. And that like has a lot of answers, I feel. Besides that though, like I feel like we all kind of know what our purpose is. Like there's something that pulls us. There's something that, you know, and I want to go beyond the purpose, because I don't know what you mean by that. Like our purpose in life really is to be part of this natural evolution of humanity through our consciousness. Us doing the healing and tapping into, you know, who we be and being that in the world is part of this. That's why we're here. There's nothing we have to do or, you know, experience or have. It's not about the money. You maybe missed that part. Like it's literally just you being you. And I see this rainbow on the wall. Like it's like refracted light from somewhere. But I just, whatever that is for you, Seeker. So you can do human design, find out how is it that you be in the world. If you, I have a video actually about the different that I just did for the occult cast, interviewing someone about human design. You can check it out. She kind of goes into some of it, but for me personally, how I will relate this before I go into Arnab's reading is like, I was thinking, oh my God, I have to like start something amazing and like do this amazing thing. And I get all these ideas of like what I could do. And then I talk to people and they're like, oh, like I had this idea. And I'm like, oh, like I've been thinking that too. Like, oh my God. But like, since you guys, I found out I'm not a manifesting generator, I'm a generator. Which does kind of make more sense because it's like, well, that plus my third eye, I think it might be called like open. So there's no gates in that. So what I was told by someone else is that means I'm kind of more open to receiving information through that space. And that related to me of being like, hey, as a generator, you know, there's different, like 5 different types of human energies you can be in this world at this point. As a generator, it's my job to charge people up. Like you just said, Delilah, thank you for your time and energy. Like that, this is my role, is to be like, I'm generating energy. I have a sacral plate, like chakra, sort of like energy that just is constantly creating energy. And that I then get to match up with people who have ideas to create, but maybe don't have that battery inside them. And with the open mind is I pick up on the ideas, what people are thinking or what they're meant to kind of create. And I get the like, and this happens so much. I get an idea and then I text someone because I'm like, oh my God, this person and I, like, we could do this. And then they're like, I was just thinking about that, or I just had a dream about this last night, or, you know, and what I'm learning is like, it's probably not me that needs to do all the work, even though I'm going to still listen to the yes of what I want to do. And sometimes that might be, I commit to helping with something for a month or a day or an hour in a conversation or years. But once it becomes a no, then I know, okay, that's my sign of like, it's done. I need to get out because it needs to light me up. And to me, that's the purpose too of our life here, is to light ourselves up and to feel like a yes, and to listen to what that yes is and not let others step over our boundaries. So I hope that answers that. Human design. Ask your dreamer, ask spirit, meditate on it. have a heartfelt sense and trust that you will be guided, because you are being guided. Even the fact that you're here, if you're still here, even listening to me, you might not even be. And you might have just asked that question and left, and someone else now came on and heard my response to that question. That was your purpose. Fuck. Like, it's so incredible to me. I'm getting literally like the goosebumpy, like, okay. Oh, God. Oh, you're welcome, Delilah. You weave power into others. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Thank you. Okay, Arnab Sarkar. Well, my ex Ritu, I think is what you mean. Come back to me. So again, I don't tell the future. I can't say if people are going to come back or what's going to happen, but I'm feeling like we're going to pull the card for you, a card for this individual. I'm going to say if it's a her, and we'll just see what shows up. And this isn't about doing something to make someone make another choice, because they get to create the choice that they create in life, okay? Oh my God, all these cards kind of just fucking did shit. What is going on? I don't even know. What the heck? The cards were like, oh God. That was weird. I saw the death card, so that's interesting. Anyways, okay. Arnab Sarkar. And if it helps, Seeker, like, I'm still figuring out, like, what is my purpose? But I have a general sense of, like, my true will is to be me and my self-expressive energy through the means in which I want to. Oh, we got 3 cards here. Okay, well, that didn't really play out the way I thought it was going to play out, but whatevs. So, Arnab, we have the King here, the King of Wands. Perhaps this is you. And I don't know how you've been ruling the world, your life, how you've approached it. You know, I'm hearing that, like, ruling with an iron fist, the energy of that, like fierceness, because we have fire with the wands. There's oftentimes comes at this point where we need to be able to balance that, because fire is not always the best for everyone. That intensity can be harsh, because we have the sword cards here. This is what, the 9 of Swords, and it's like, the way I've laid it out is it's like this. And then we have the 2 of Cups, which I'm pretty sure is identified as love. Usually, I'm just speaking that. I'm going to check to make sure. But it's almost like this, like, harshness. This harshness kind of being, like, directed towards this 2 of Cups energy. 2 of Cups. Lord of what? Lord of Love. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was accurate with my naming. So, you know, in reverse, this card can mean like dominance, control, signifying abuse even. So I don't know if whatever comes up for you around that, that's something to be aware of. How is it that we are all treating each other in relationship so that we can have balance? At the bottom of the deck was the 6 of Cups, and I'm just seeing that, like, balance in terms of, like, the heart space love of Tiferet, which is the 6th sphere on the tree of life. And if, like, you know, like, we oftentimes learn relationship stuff from our parents, I feel like maybe there's some reflection you can do here around father energy. How did your father love your mother? Was that person even available? Was it abusive? Was it caring? How are you reflecting or mirroring, maybe is a better word, some of those behaviors, those ways of being? Let's pull one of these. Okay. We have the Gratitude card. So instead of getting caught up in the, you know, which is hard to say. Like, I'm not, you do what you will with all this information. Being in heartache is like really tough, no matter the situation. Okay. Whether we are the one that has done the like dumping or we have been dumped, or whatever other scenario there is. There can be a lot of challenge with that, but I feel like having gratitude for those moments of love and heartfelt connection in your life and the relationships that exist now that are showing you that love. That I think is going to be something that can really birth something new in your life, whether it's like a rebirthing of that relationship. Because with gratitude, it's like your energy changes. That means you're changing, you're evolving. And, sometimes we need those pauses in relationships so both individuals can do their learning. But like, I have no idea what your relationship's like. I'm not in your life. So like, I don't, how is it truly? I think you sitting and reflecting on how you've been throwing daggers or how this individual you were in relationship with has been throwing daggers, and just find balance there. Allow yourself to receive the insights from a heart-centered space and from a place of gratitude. I'm going to open the book and we'll just see what name shows up for you. Arnab, and then hi Golden Lily. Yes, I have you down. I'll do the you, and then I think I'm gonna head off. Number 37, Aleph Nun Yod. And I just want to say thank you everyone for being here, showing up, especially those of you who come pretty much faithfully every week. Like, it's cool. I wish I could like have a glimpse into your lives more or something, but it's like, this works for me. I have a lot of gratitude for all of you. And those of you just stopping by, like, feel free to hit subscribe. Come, we do this weekly. And there's lots of other cool things that are happening. Just saying. But anyway, okay, Aleph Nun Yod. This is Luna in Libra. Two of Swords, Lord of Peace restored. Oh, that's a beautiful thing to hear. O Lord God of hosts, return us. Cause your countenance to shine, and we shall be saved. I love the imagery of that. That's Psalm 80, verse 20. That's literally like our middle pillar kind of exercise we did, where the light, that face of God, the sun that's so brilliant, like the Ein Sof and all that great light that's coming through, it just would blind you, but it would bless you and it would give you a sense of peace. So connecting there. I want to just add on here. This name is the power of your I am presence within the all. Part of this process involves self-forgiveness so you can move into self-worth and self-love. So again, this isn't about the relationship external. This is about your internal relationship, your healing, your coming from heart place, your being in a place of balance with how you were treating others, especially in intimate relationships, and how you're healing the family line of how your father treated women or your mother treated the father, however that was, okay? Aleph Nun Yod. Here's the sigil. Aleph Nun Yod. Ani. Anu Yo. That's the divine name of the Shem HaMepharash. This name can help you to unlock whatever you're going through, meditate and connect with it, if you will. Oh God. If you guys want a copy of this book, this is my second book I wrote, The 72 Names of God, a magical grimoire. It has all the lovely names in it. Goes into a description of how to oh my God, I can't even turn the pages. I'm like the most blasphemous person, you guys probably. Oh, anyways, love it. It goes into how you can work with these names, what they mean. You have the symbols so you can meditate and connect with them and start to create lasting change in your life. Come into more of yourself because you are divinity. And to me, this work has been really profound. You don't have to know Hebrew or be Jewish, in my opinion, to do it. This found me. I don't know. And I was directed to make a book, write down my insights. So if you feel like you're interested in that, feel free to go. The link for the book's in the description. Hard copy, paperback, and ebook. Okay, sorry, Arnab. We're gonna pull this little fucking post there about my work, and then Golden Lily. We're gonna get to you. Is that a sigil on your neck? Oh, hello, my Siucharpucha. Yeah, actually the AA does use this symbol, the 7-star sigil symbol. For me, it's Babylon. Whatever you will. Visualize abundance in all forms. Ooh, Arnab. God gave you such a great spiritual power that everything you visualize becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. So if you want to meditate and visualize on a relationship that is the most beautiful, loving relationship with another individual, envision that, and the right person will come into your reality. And you'll learn the things you need to, because that relationship with ourselves needs to happen before it can happen with others. Don't go doing no black magic on people, you guys. I don't know, not for love. That shit never works out. I bought I think I used to be big into the gallery of magic books. Like I've done some reviews of their stuff. I do enjoy a few. I really like their Enochian magic book. What else? Anyways, but there was one I got, it was like seduction magic or something. And I read it and I was like, no, this is not I don't know. Whatever. To each their own. Okay. Golden Lily. Maichio Charopucha. This is Babylon sigil. What practices do you recommend for working with Babylon? I mean, what would for me personally, can I call you Maichio Charopucha? Okay, I want to just say Pucha, but I don't know if that's appropriate or not. Babylon. I would say working with Babylon, the Red Goddess, is kind of like you just living your life the way you want. You know, that lust energy, so to speak. But I kind of got started really by doing a ritual. Actually, I have the ritual on my website in kind of a modified form. FolaVeritas.com if you want to go look in the shop there. I also wrote a book about some things with her. It's, I think, in the description here if you want to check it out. It's a very short book, and it has a series of, I think, 7 different rituals or ways in which you could connect and tap into that energy that were kind of channeled by me from her. But the main thing I just say is if you feel a calling to Babylon and that energy, then it got really quiet. It was literally a pin could drop. It's almost like she's what are you gonna say? But to me, it's give yourself up to her, I guess is what I want to say. Be willing to do that. Yeah, that was weird. It got eerily quiet. Okay, Golden Lily, I'm pulling cards for you. Ha. Yeah, I know. I'm sure it's okay. Masioha. Okay. Oh, I see. I think I see what you're saying here about how to say your name. I'm sorry, I can't multitask. Really. Ooh, we got 2 ace cards. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. It's in reverse, but whatevs. Okay, Golden Lily. This is like so simple. Ace of Swords, Ace of Discs. This is like kind of like the, I want to say primordial elemental energies of the thought, which is kind of the first step. We go swords, cups with emotions, wands with the action of fire, and then the discs with the manifestation in the physical earthly realm. There's something about this being like the journey or something is what I want to say. You have 2 of Pentacles. It was in reverse, if that means anything to you. Otherwise, I think this is like usually known as like the Lord of Harmonious Change, isn't it? Or something like that. Lord of Harmony. Let me check. It's funny I'm checking both. Two of Dis. Whoops. Now it's taking me to Microsoft Word. Oh, God. Let's not do that. Lord of Harmonious Change, okay? It's like took me thinking I was talking about like floppy disks or some stupid shit. That's weird. Huh. Is that related to this? It's like there comes a point where you have to stop thinking about the things and like receive the things. Golden Lily. Oh, I need to go back to my comments or chat here. You have the Workaholic card. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm tying this to everything. You know, like you can just constantly be like talking about things, thinking about things, but if you're not bringing it into the actual reality, it's like there eventually comes a period of time where you have to be able to do those things. Okay? And I don't know if you're like, it's like, I get the sense, maybe it's like you're tiring yourself out from over analyzing the things. I'm saying that because we have the one grape that's like doing the painting and like getting the shit done. But then we have this grape that's like a raisin and like all like pruned out or whatever. And it's got glasses on and it looks like it's like directing and being like talking, kind of like, you know? So there's something about this flow, and that usually this in the traditional deck, this has like this cool infinity symbol. You know, it's like showing the interconnectedness of doing the work and pausing. Same with thinking and visualizing or planning, so to speak, and doing the work or allowing it to manifest. So I feel like that's something there for you, Golden Lily. I will pull a card for you. For sure. Makio Taropucha. I'm going to write your name down. Okay, yes. And then I'm done. Woo! I'm going to go and eat some food and do some things. This is interesting because at the bottom of this deck, you had impatience. And I was like, nah, I'll just leave it. But like now you have transformation and you have time, which is interesting. So there's something here about that, I feel, for you, Golden Lily. Like, whatever this change is happening or that you're like visualizing and wanting to bring into reality, and maybe not really finding the time to pause or break or actualize the things. Because this transformation to me is like about actualizing the energy. Oh, and as I'm talking, I'm feeling kind of like, You know, we were talking about like the importance of sleep and like that dream state, what it means to sleep. a lot, like, to me, look at the symbol of this. This is literally like that two of discs, the one with the that usually has like the guy holding the disc going like this infinity loop. We have the moon and the sun. It's like feeding into each other, right? An hourglass. Yeah, if you've been overworking though, because you're like, I got to get this thing done and like manifest it or create it, I really feel like maybe you need to rest because you're going to be the most effective when you're in the flow. You're going to be able to transform, change, actualize the things into from this Ace of Swords thoughts to the Ace of Discs. Is there anything else I need to say about this? Angel card. Hello, Meredith. Oh, you can let me know if you want a card. I'll pull a card for you too. Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you, which, it's interesting because it's kind of like what's happening here. Maybe instead of you doing, especially if you're like the artist, how about instead of doing all the things, why don't you ask someone, to support you so that you're not overtiring yourself and using up your precious sleep time? Yeah. I think that's all I have to say about that, Golden Lily. I hope that made sense. You guys make what you will with these readings. You know that. I just say words. Things may or may not resonate. That's fine. But I offer up the invitation to... Oh, I didn't pull a name for you. Let's do that. Offer up the name, or offer up the space for you to see what shows up in your week. But for you, Golden Lily, let's see what name wants to come. Number 24, Chet He Vav. Chaho. He Va. This is Luna in Cancer. Four of Cups, Lord of Luxury. The psalm reads, comprehend and see that the Lord is good. Praiseworthy is the man who takes shelter in him. This name will humble you to receive from Spirit. There are many reasons why one may have difficulties receiving blessings from the universe. This name will shine a light on what those are and allow for new possibilities of receiving. The recommendation here is to bow on your knees in humility to life. Genuflection. Chet He Vav. So how can you maybe receive that help? If the things when we work on things or want to create things, to ask others to help us along the way can be hard to receive. We think we can do it better, or it's just hard to give up the control, like whatever. So then we overwork it. This Chet He Vav can really be a blessing and support for you. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, you let me know, Meredith, if you want a card. Otherwise, I'm going to pull a card for Machio Charapucha. Pucha. Can you pull a card for me? I need some guidance in my practices. What can I do to improve my body of light for astral projection? Oh, interesting. Okay. Ba-da-da-dam, bam, 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 ba-dam, bam, bam, ba-dam, bam, bam, ba-dam, bam, 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 bam. I've been singing Christian songs from when I was a kid, or Christian Christmas music. That's what I've got, the joy of being done of Jesus down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I got the joy and peace and understanding down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. Isn't that how it goes? And I'm so happy. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. Okay, Machu Picchu. Okay, let's see, what can you do to improve your astral body of light? Woohoo! Man, a lot of these same cards are coming out. Fascinating. Yeah, same cards. Weird. Four of Pentacles. The Moon. Justice. And then as soon as the Justice card came out, I just heard like so loud, balance. Interesting. Okay, I'll show you. So Four of Pentacles, which came out during our collective reading. Macho Puja. Just so you know, that this was the sense of connecting to your, like the four aspects of yourself, balance. What I'm seeing with this, because I heard the word balance with the Justice card, is there's a need for you to really balance the physical body and the spiritual bodies. Spiritual body, light body. And you have the Moon card. So that, you know, this, you just had the new moon yesterday. This could be something that can be really supportive for you to set an intention of, hey, can you call in the moon and be like, I want to, you know, I don't know what you mean by improve your body of light for astral projection. Like, what does that mean? You say here also, what do I need to focus on during my workings? But perhaps what the focus needs to be is balancing the physical body and the astral or the light body, because both are absolutely necessary. A lot of people will like just get hyper focused in one and not the other. I drew it last week. My paper's on here. I can't draw it again. Oh, I have it on the book. Triangle of spirit, triangle of matter. This is the 6th grade star. This is the balance of the above and the below. So this is pertinent. The above and the below. Justice. Libra. Bringing the scales, cutting away the things that are not serving or working for you. I'll pull a chakra card or two. Like, what are some things maybe not working for you that want to be severed? Let's do that. Severed energy. Oof. Well, okay, that's helpful. You got the release card. But like, maybe there's some like grief in your body that you're holding on, or like sadness actually is kind of what I'm hearing there, seeing with this card. There's like sadness. You know, the body keeps a score. The body holds on to all sorts of energy. So what can bring balance? You release grief, release sadness. If it's seeing a therapist, if it's talking to someone about it, a coach, or doing whatever practices you do, I think there's something there. Yeah, you have complacency. This is interesting. There's definitely like a lot of like letting go that's happening for you. And maybe that letting go is this complacency, but I wanted to know about this balance. You know, it's funny. I guess that what I'm seeing with that now, it's like, I've shared this before, when I like had my spiritual emergence, and a huge thing for me at the time was to want to develop the ability to see auras and to see energy. That was just like, I'm like, oh, I got to be able to do that. Like, that's fucking cool. And I like put way too much energy and effort, I feel, into like trying to make something happen, which was seeing energy. I was experiencing energy, and I wouldn't really realize, but I feel it. I sense it. I know it. I know the things. Seeing the things was not my forte. And I was like, for a good year and a half, I feel like just being like, hey, my intention is to see auras and see energy and like the colors or however, whatever it wanted to be. And I think because of that pressure I was putting on myself, then it didn't happen, right? Like, it's like holding on to this thing this intent, like this, the complacency card I'm seeing is like, you know, we become complacent, so to speak, but it's like we are trying to make things happen when we should just like release the control. So in turn, what I'm saying with that for you, Maxil Charoputra, did I say that kind of correctly? Anyway, what you need to focus on here is like just allowing, not holding on to the grief even, or releasing the grief that comes with you being with why can't they just be better at this? What else is there? And then from there comes expansion. So glad. So it's like, be okay with where you are. What do I need to focus on my work? What do I need to do next? How do I, you know, like we get this like, but like the moon itself is the ebb and flow of life and the ebb and flow of energy. You know, and it's funny, I'm going to go back to my example I started with you guys, this feeling lately that I'm tapping into where I'm like, I'm literally dreaming this into existence. I feel like I'm dreaming. I'm awake, but I'm like dreaming. And just like a few weeks prior to this, I'd been thinking of like, I feel like my spiritual like practices and the spiritual connection I've been having with like, that I've had experiences of before where like everything's really magical and I get like, I have dreams that like guide me to different gematria values and like weird, crazy, like Kabbalistic stuff. And that hadn't really been happening at the same intensity. And I had this feeling of like, oh, like something's wrong or what, you know? And I was just like, whatevs. Because again, my example of the aura thing is like, it is what it is. It's an ebb and flow. But now this week, I'm like, holy, like what's happening? I didn't expect this. So I'm saying that because I just want to like highlight the importance of just being in the flow. What is it you want to explore? What is it you want to learn about yourself? Okay, we'll pull one of these. Good fortune. So what good can come to you by being in this like receptive space of, I love these drops coming from like a moon symbol. The moon also being the astral, right? In Yesod, the sphere of Yesod. Maybe there's something for you to tap into there. Go into the sphere of Yesod. Learn about Yesod. I don't know. I don't know what you do. Do you work with the Kabbalistic stuff? The Tree of Life? I have a Tree of Life pathworking course on the channel if you want to look at it. It's on my website as well. You can check it out, folaveritas.com. Yesod. That's what I'm seeing or hearing, I guess, for you. The moon. Funny how it took me that long to get to that. Oh my God. I guess everything happens for a reason. Okay, Meredith. Oh, I don't think you said you wanted a card, but I'll see. Okay. What are the possible threats that may or may not await me during my workings? Every threat is possible. And with that said, every threat is a teaching. So I don't know where you're going. I know some Kabbalah, but on a beginner level. Well, maybe, perhaps then, it is time for you to explore. It's funny, because weren't you the one that asked me about the AA and stuff? Hi, Tahira. Hello, hello. For sure. I'm gonna pull. You guys are, yeah, okay, and then I'll do you, and then I am, okay. Thank you so very much. Oh, okay, Meredith. Okay, well, Tahira, you'll be my last, and then we'll go. But yes, Masia Harapucha. Maybe you go to the AA website and get reading on the very lengthy materials that are available for free on the website. And I am so, so, so sorry that you have opened that door. I just love that stuff. Oh, everything about magic is so cool. Oh, I didn't pull a name for you, though. Okay, let me pull a name for you, and then we'll get to Tahira's. Okay, I opened up to this. But did we do this one already? I don't know. Resh Yod Yod. Name number 29. Rihi Reyoho. I'm just reading the gematria values to see if there's anything related. Okay, this is a Mars in Leo. The Seven of Wands, Lord of Valor. The psalm reads, "Be gracious to me, O Lord. See my affliction from my enemies, you who raise me up from the gates of death." Psalm 9, verse 14. That might be something you want to go into prayer with or state before you go into your astral projection or your whatever you're doing. Be gracious to me, O Lord. See my affliction for my enemies. You who raise me up from the gates of death. What a protective prayer. And the insight for this name, Resh Yod Yod, is this name is an accumulation of the magic required to build the energy of wealth and gold in your life. Using this name, you will be open to receiving these blessings. So I feel like for you, Masiel Haropucha, that perhaps this name, Resh Yod Yod, can be one to add to your astral projections, your workings, your prayers. I love how it's talking about gold and wealth here because you had the good fortune card come out, right? You maybe if you're in financial need or something, and maybe that's why it's coming up, you can like use this for that. So do what you will. Have fun. If you want to come back, tell us what happens. Maybe you hit subscribe so you can. Okay, Meredith is skipping. Nice to see you, Meredith, on the ritual yesterday. Those of you who did not join live, I saw some people had viewed the new moon ritual from our call yesterday in the membership portal. Members, go check it out. Maybe that's something you do tonight. You can also email me if you want it, and if you're like, I really want to take part and I just don't have the money or whatever, email me on the YouTube email, or just email me at deepmindsquared@gmail.com. Or if you've emailed me before, email me there. I'll do my best and send it to you. I don't know. I thought it was awesome. That's why I'm like, it was fun to see Meredith there. And not at all what I thought it was going to be. Like, part of me is like in the space of like, oh, I got to be, again, planning, doing things, like make it hard or whatever. But it's like, no, it can be easy, you guys. It can be easy. Okay, Tahira. Just go with the flow of what wants to come, I guess is what I'm saying. So you have the King of Wands and you have the Ten of Pentacles, Tahira, both of which were in reverse. King of Wands came out already in a reading. I need to look up what the three of Dis is. Thinking, I think Three of Dis is Lord of Luxury, is it? Oh, not Dis. Three of Cups, my bad. Did I say Dis? I meant Three of Cups. Well, this says it's called the Lord of Plenty. The Lord of Abundance. Okay. Did I say Lord of Luxury? I'm like seeing the cups being in the overflow. Maybe that's why. Okay. Go back here so I can see all your comments. Okay, Tahira. Fuck me. What's coming through? Yeah, I think I'm at the end of my reading capacity, you guys. I've been saying I'm going to get off for the last like 20 minutes, but it's happening. If any of you want a personal reading, you can obviously message me, go to my website. All these links are in the description. You can schedule. And yeah, we'll spend like a bit more time diving into this. You get to ask questions even, and get a bit more clarity, and other fun magic stuff happens. So why am I holding this card over my left fucking eye? I don't know. And it's the King of Wands. Which is interesting because the left eye is in a way connected to the left side of the hemisphere, the brain. I know it like crisscrosses, but like this is literally the king in Chokmah, the sphere of the king, the force of the king. You have the 10 of Pentacles. So there is a reminder here to the earthiness. I'm like hearing this word force. Force, force, force. That Chokmah is force, right? For the force of Chokmah, the wisdom of Chokmah is what births things into the 3, Bina, which is on the right side. God, I'm so sorry to hear. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm going to pull some more cards because I'm not sure if any of that's making sense. What is this trying to tell me? What is it saying? It's like there's like a disconnect between those spheres, or those like, yeah, spheres. You know, and a lot of like the past stuff with the masculine can be tied to this, to receive the force, to receive that, because what happened, like the only way we get Malkut at the bottom, the kingdom, the 10, the earthly plane, is if both the father and the mother join. Pull cards. Thank you. I just finished jiu-jitsu. Ooh, fun. I'm glad that you're enjoying that. That's so cool. It's the force, right? Ugh. Thanks, Meredith. The music, yeah, the music in the video of recording of the ritual got me copyrighted. I gotta learn that I can't do that, but it was just fun. Anyway, I'm gonna do one more of these. You have the Enlightenment card in the center, Tahira. And you have impartiality and impatience on either side. And it's fascinating because one has like a more feminine energy and one has a more masculine energy. I don't know why I'm feeling like a blank with this. What is going on? I just invite you to take a deep breath, Tahira. And I'm going to invite you to connect to the left side of your brain and the right side of your brain. And just noticing those two hemispheres, perhaps seeing one is the left in gray and the right in black. And now imagining energy moving from the gray on the left into the black on the right, sort of feeding energy, feeding awareness into the right side. And asking the angels to just clear whatever might be in that space between the two. And whatever the solar plexus, that energy in your belly, like just above the belly button, that yellow sun energy that wants to feed into your head here, into your brain, into these two spheres, we'll just call those forward. Calling it up, imagining that sunlight kind of like shining up into your head and just blessing it with golden light. That's this card of enlightenment. There's nothing you need to be doing. There's no way you need to be. There's no rush. And anything that might be broken is a word I want to use, but like it's not really broken. Anything that seems like off or like not great. Just recognizing, because in the impartiality card, she's holding cans of paint, recognizing that anything can be quote unquote fixed. Again, those words I don't really like because it like denotes like a judgment almost, but it's like you can get a chance to like renovate it, recreate it. So don't be judging how it's looking, how your life's looking, or how things are working or not working. Calling in that 10 energy of this earthly plane of Malkut. Adonai Haaretz. Just breathing that in, Tahira. Okay, I don't know why that needed to happen. I was like literally just having like a but we're gonna pull a card. Let's pull an Angel of Abundance card for you. And then we'll get the name. And then I'm seeing other comments here. Hi, Lola. Oh. I will be coming on again live next week. So if you would like cards pulled, you can join back then. I didn't even see. I think because I saw Lola and anyways, that was weird. I feel as tired as you, and I had a headache over my left eye at jiu-jitsu, and now it's over my oh shit. Hi, Sky Sings. Hello. Yeah, okay, let's read this card for you, Tahira, and then thank you everyone for being here. Those of you who maybe didn't get a card pulled, I have been on here for almost 2 hours, and I need to go and do some other things. If you would like to go deeper in any of your readings, or you'd like to work one-on-one, check out the links in the description. You can reach out to me. But this happens like every Monday pretty much. So I'll be back next week. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I'm going live. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. Ooh, 10 times or more, whatever. So where can you give? And it says, give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that it'll return to you manyfold, Tahira. Whatever that looks like for you this week. How do you tap into that? You know, and send that love, send that energy, send that generosity, I guess, those ways. I need to read this one again for myself. The time, supplies, money, and other resources you donate ensure that your positive energy multiplies. You get it back. Like, that's cool. So whatever you want to do with this card, thank you for being here. As always, thank you for your support. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate you being here. As always. But yeah, if anyone wants that new moon ritual, message me. That will be my form of donation to those of you. I wish I could somehow add, there's some of you who like, I know you showed your support. I've tried to like add or share a gift or gift a membership, but I don't think I have that option yet. It won't let me. But you can email me. It's on my main page, the email contact, and I will do my best to somehow get that video recording to you. But yeah. Oh, I'm going to pick a name for you, Tara. Then I'm done. Oh my God, you guys. I'm not usually this like rattle out. Hey, hey, hey. Number 41. Ha ha. Or hey, hey, hey. Jupiter in Libra. Ooh, money. Four of Swords, Lord of rest from strife. O Lord, save my soul from false lips, from a deceitful tongue. Psalm 120, verse 2. This name can show you your ability to remain centered in life. The letter He represents the sides of a three-sided prism. Things may appear the same, yet have their differences. Observe life in new ways, even when you do not want to. That's that impartiality thing. Once it is seen, you cannot unsee it. How can a new perception bring more centeredness in your life? And I'm just realizing to hear that you said like how your head was hurting and we did that whole thing. Like maybe that's why I was getting lit up there. That's crazy. Hey, hey, hey. You can meditate on that name. That's three of the same letter. Double whammy. Double emperor energy. We have the king again. Like, that's interesting. So, okay. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Tahira. Meredith, if you're still here. Delilah, yes. Thank you. Everyone, have a great evening. And until next time. Bye.